What's up, everybody? It's Josh from the Chevy Guys channel, and today just kind of want to show you this is the all-new 2021 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Yeah, I know you've seen that in 19 they brought the Blazer back. This does not look anything like the old Trailblazer. The old Trailblazer was a lot bigger, capable of a 3-row SUV, and now it is just the 2-row. It's a slightly bigger vehicle than the Chevrolet Trax. So where this will slot in on the Chevrolet lineup, SUV lineup, is going to be between the Trax and the Equinox. So it's slightly bigger than the Equinox, but slightly smaller than an Equinox. Slightly bigger than a Trax, slightly smaller than an Equinox. The Trailblazer will come standard with a lot of safety features that a lot of vehicles don't currently have. I'll kind of show you some of those right now. So just to start with, down here you'll see this little button right here. What that button is it's your lane keep assist with lane change alert. So you can turn that on and off. So when the light's on, you'll see it also up on the dash up there, up here. That's just letting you know it's on and then it's off. What lane keep assist is where when you're driving down the road, if you start to venture out of the lines on the road, it will actually turn the wheel to keep you within the lines. It is definitely different. Now, if you're in a northern state like we are here in Michigan, obviously it's not going to work during the winter time when the roads are covered in snow because it can't see the lines. Now, the way that it does it is behind your rear view mirror here. There's a little extra box right there. It's hard to see in here, but if you go out, step outside and you look at it, you can actually see the camera right there. There you go. That is the camera that is always forward facing, and that's what will see the lines in the road. Now, that camera will also work for your IntelliBeam right here. So when you just simply push that button, the lights aren't on right now. Let's see if we can, let's turn these suckers on. Automatic light control off. That's good. Well, it's not gonna let me do it without the sensor up here saying that it's dark outside. So we'll just not mess with that right now. Another thing that a lot of people did not like about the vehicles that they have listened to is on all newer vehicles you'll see this auto stop start technology. Basically, when there's certain parameters on the vehicle that are met, the vehicle is going to disengage the motor. Now, all of your stuff inside will stay running. Your air will kick down to a lower speed and it will run though. But the motor itself is going to basically shut off. And as soon as you go to release your foot off the brake, it's going to start back up, and it is going to be ready by the time you take your foot from the brake to the gas pedal. It will be good to go. So I know a lot of people have always said they don't like the thought of it. If they want to go, they should be able to go. And you will still be able to do it. But what they have added is down on the console here, you'll see another little button right here. That's turn that on, and now your auto stop start is off just by the press of that button. So they did listen to everybody when they said that they didn't like the feature, that you couldn't bypass it. On certain vehicles you could bypass by putting the vehicle into low here and then using the plus minus button on the top or side of the shifter column to basically tell the car to do it. I did do a video on that, so if you have an older vehicle and it doesn't have the button to turn it off, in the description you'll see a link that shows you which video to look at to see how you can bypass the start-stop technology on any of the older vehicles that do not have a button. You do have to push this button every time you start the car if you do not want it to engage. You cannot permanently disable the stop-start, at least not the way that I know, that is not putting some aftermarket part or chip or something into the car. I'm sure that there are ways. I'm sure people have found ways. I don't know of those ways. I don't know if they affect your manufacturer's warranty, so me personally, I would not recommend it, but everybody has their own opinion. Now, let's get back to some of the safety features. Sorry about that. You'll see on the steering wheel, right there, that's your forward collision alert. You can set the distance just by pressing it. Far, medium, short range. And what that'll do is up here, this is actually a light. I know some people will get that confused with it's got a heads-up display. That is not what that is. That is a red light that will basically light the whole windshield up red and ding at you when it senses an imminent, if you do not take evasive action or take action right now, you're going to hit. That is what it is intended for. That is what it'll do. You'll see on the blinker here, this little A, this is your automatic IntelliBeam. What your IntelliBeam is again, it will use the camera behind here. That's forward facing. It's basically gonna look, and it will look for headlights coming on. So if you have your brights on, if it sees headlights coming, it's gonna kick your brights down to low beam. Then when the car passes and there's no more headlights in front of you, it will kick your high beams back on automatically. It is a nice feature. This is from my personal experience with IntelliBeam. It does work great. The only issue that I have ever found with it is going down a road. If you have a white sign on the side of the road, when your brights hit that, it reflects a light back. Sometimes it will think of that as a headlight and it will kick your high beams off. That is the only thing that I have ever personally found where it has not worked completely properly. But it is nice. Now if we go out to the outside of the car, one thing you'll see on it back here is these little sensors in the back bumper. Now what these sensors are, that is your rear park assist. So the closer you get to an object when you're backing up, it's gonna give you your camera, obviously, which is now positioned up here. You'll have your camera, but you will have it where it's gonna beep the closer you get to an item, to an object, another car, something of that nature. So you will have that. You'll also have rear cross traffic alert. Basically what that is there is a radar, in essence, I guess I don't know another term to use better, in both sides of the car in the back quarter panel. Now whenever you back out of, say, Walmart parking lot and you've ever been surrounded by two giant vehicles, you're not able to see, so you're backing out going, well, I'm gonna have to really creep out. What that rear park assist does is it's gonna send a signal both directions and let you know if there's a car coming from either direction. If there's a car coming from your right or your left, on the backup screen, a red arrow with like a triangle with an exclamation point in it is gonna pop and it's gonna beep at you, saying there's a car coming from either direction. Wait for the car to pass, and if there's no other car there, it will not do anything, and that means you're free to back up. Now, sometimes it will pick up a person. That is not what its intended use was for. It is not meant to pick up a person, but if they're pushing a cart and they just happen to be in the right spot, it will pick up that cart and person and think that there's a car coming. So if a car doesn't pass and you're waiting and waiting, going, what in the heck? It could just be a person. Continue your backup. If it continues to beep, then pay a little more attention and look and use caution. Use your common sense when using any of it. These safety features are not designed to stop accidents or anything like that. They are meant to mitigate. There is no safety feature on any vehicle that will completely prevent a accident or something. They're all intended to mitigate the accidents or slow you down so you're not hitting that wall or that parked car at 50 miles an hour. You hit it at 20 miles an hour. That's going to make a huge difference. It's going to less damage to you, your car, the car in front of you. You're not going to have a less chance of being injured in the accident just because it slowed you down. everything that there is, again, I want to make that a point. All safety features are not meant to prevent. There is no such thing as a preventative measure on a vehicle that will stop you from getting into accidents. Will they every now and then? Sure, they will. They do have that chance of stopping you in time to where you don't have an accident. But that is not any of their intended uses. They are meant to slow you down and mitigate the damage that is done to you, your vehicle, the other vehicle, and the other occupant. This one does, all Trailblazers come standard, at least on the LT and above, with automatic forward braking. So that's where if it detects, it's going to give you that red flash in the windshield, and if you do not take action, it's going to take action for you. Again, it's going to slow you down, and you still might hit the other vehicle or something, but it's going to slow you down tremendously. That is what those are intended for. So I just want to make that very clear, that there is no such thing as a preventative measure or preventative technology that's going to stop you from getting into all accidents. There is no such thing. So I just wanted, again, to just make that a point so people do not misinterpret things saying it was supposed to stop me from having this. No, it's meant to slow you down. So let's get back to the car and the features it offers. You'll see on here the infotainment screen. It's actually a very good sized screen for the size of this car. Definitely beats the Trax screen, hands down. Here you have your audio. This is for your phone. All the vehicles will have a Wi-Fi 4G LTE hotspot that you can purchase through OnStar. You will receive for 1 month free on every new vehicle purchase. Your settings, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now that is for if you hook your phone directly into one of these ports down here, you will be able to project your phone screen up onto the big screen up here. If it's an Apple phone, Apple CarPlay comes standard on the phone. It'll already be there. An Android phone, there is an app you have to download. It's called Android Auto. You download the app. Once you do it, it pretty much seamlessly will always work with the car whenever you plug it in. I have not personally ever had an issue after configuring the app the first time. It's good to go, ready to be used at all times. You'll see down here there's two little buttons, so it says that there's another screen. This can give you, this is your radio station over here. So right now it's on XM, channel 8, 80's on 8. Here, if the phone was connected, it would show the phone being connected and your options. So if somebody calls, your recent calls, your missed calls, it'll show it up there for you. Let's go back to the home. Let's go into the settings. The settings screen this is normally where you'll pop up, is on the system screen. And of course you can go through here and check anything. Your vehicle software, you'll want to check for updates every now and then, because it will have them. Your apps, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, just make sure those are on if you intend to use it. Vehicle rear seat reminder. What that is if the back doors have been opened at any point, it's going to assume and think that somebody is sitting back there. So when you come to a stop, you shut the car off, it's going to go ding, 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 and pop up on the DIC screen here. It's going to say check rear seat for occupants. That is what it's meant to do. It's meant to help people make sure that they don't forget their children in back seats, or their pets or something like that. So hopefully, I would hope that people don't need that, but they do, so that is what it is there for. You can go into it and turn it on and off. Climate and air quality. Auto fan speed is set to medium. Auto defog, you can see here, it's already on, and auto rear defrost is on as well. Basically, when you remote start the car, this is the settings that it's going to use. It's going to use a medium fan speed. It's going to turn your defrost on and your rear defrost on automatically. In northern states, it's a very useful, nice feature. Collision and detection systems. Forward collision system, alert and brake. You can click on that. You can do alert only. You can turn it off. Front pedestrian detection. So what that is it's another safety feature that this vehicle does come with. It's going to sense if it sees a person in front of you and you don't stop, it's going to engage the brakes for you, along with alerting you that there's somebody there. Again, you can go to just alert, off. You can see here, front pedestrian detection alerts you when a collision is imminent with a pedestrian detected directly ahead. And if necessary, automatically applies the brake to help reduce the collision severity or avoid the collision. Right there it is. It applies the brakes to help reduce the collision. That is what it's intended for, is to reduce it. Lane change alert, so if you don't use your blinker and you change lanes, it's going to give you a little ding ding saying, hey, you're changing lanes, or is that what you're wanting to do? You can turn that on and off. Park assist is those sensors in the back that will beep the closer you get to somebody. Your rear camera park assist symbols, leave those on. I recommend, you can turn them off, on and on. Rear cross traffic alert, that's where I was talking about, in a parking lot to detect an oncoming car from either direction. Again, you can turn this on or off. Comfort and convenience, chime volume, auto wipe and reverse gear. So when you pop it into reverse, it's going to turn the rear wiper on and give it a good swipe. That's what you can turn on and off there. Lighting, vehicle locator lights, exit lighting, you can change how long you want it to have the exit lighting on for. Keep going. Remote lock, unlock, and start. Under this section is where you can change how you flash lights when you remote unlock light. When you unlock it with the remote lock, lights and horn, you can change that. Me personally, I don't always like to hear the horn, so sometimes I'll switch it to lights only. Remote door unlock. So right now when you hit the unlock button, it's only going to unlock the driver door. You can do it as all doors. Unlock button once on the remote key. So if you hit it twice, it will unlock all doors no matter what. Remote start auto heated seats is on. I guess I can't say a lot, but I know I've had customers who say, well, I don't want that on, it's summertime. I don't want my heated seats kicking on. The car will not engage your heated seats unless it detects the outside ambient temperature. If I remember correctly, if it's 44 or 47 degrees outside and below, it will kick your heated seats on. If it's 80 degrees outside, it's not going to. Passive door unlock. So those little buttons that are on your door handles outside, when you hit that button, it's going to only unlock the driver door. Obviously, if you're on the passenger side and you hit the passenger door unlock, it will unlock that one. Remote left in vehicle alert. I recommend leaving that on. What that is if you leave your keys in the car and you get out, and you shut your car off, when you shut the door, the car is going to honk at you and let you know you left your keys in the car. It is a useful thing until you get accustomed to it. Again, I know I've had a lot of customers, they don't like the push button start because they go, I want a key, I'm going to forget it. Put it on your keychain. It's just like having a key. You have to have the key to get in the car and start it. Same thing with the key fob. You have to have the key fob to get in the car and start it. It's the same concept. It's nothing new. It is just a alteration to the current setup. Teen driver. I did a different video on that, what Teen Driver will do. Again, I'll put that down in the description so you can view the Teen Driver and its features that it has. That's kind of it. I mean, you can go to your climate. It'll give you a thing here. You can change it here as well as down here. Just change it. It does change it up there. This is a single zone, so this is your fan speed over here, your temperature over here, on off. These are your heated seats right here. This is where your vents are. So just your upper vents, your face vents, and your lower vents. Max defrost, rear defrost. And this is just your fan speed. So higher up you go, faster the fan's gonna go. Again, down here, what these plugs are, this is a C port, this is a USB port, auxiliary port, and then you do have a 12-volt outlet right there. Traction control is right here, so you can turn that on or off. This is your parking brake. Just pull up. It'll tell you up here, park brake set, and have the icon over here. Right there. Now to disengage your park brake, put your foot on the brake, push this down, and park brake has been released. On the steering wheel, right here, is where you will scroll through the screen up there. And just, let's see if I can show here. just go up or down, and it changes. There's your trip 1, trip 2, your fuel range, instantaneous fuel economy, average fuel economy, average vehicle speed. Now you just hit over on these little buttons here to scroll over to where it says vehicle. You can change a few things: tire pressure, air filter, remaining oil life, and the other one was following distance. That is new. I have not tested that out to know exactly what that does. I don't know why there's seconds on it. That'll be interesting. That'll be something maybe I do here in a little bit. Let's see here. Eco, top consumers, 0.03 gallon per hour. Economy trend shows you what it's averaged over the last 50 miles. Eco index. And the fuel economy average and best for the last 50 miles. The little check mark where it says last 50, just press the button in and it will give you, oh, there we go. Now it says 450 over the last 25 miles. 50 miles, 450. This car only has 112, so it doesn't have anything. So we'll leave that there. Obviously your fuel gauge is down there. Your temperature gauge is down there along with your speedometer, your tachometer. This little arrow right there next to that, that is letting you know what side the fuel tank is on. That is on most newer almost all newer cars, at least with Chevrolet. I'm not sure on the other makes and models, but it'll tell you what side the fuel tank is on if you're unsure when you get into a car. Most any car that I know from, say, I think 2001 will have that little arrow there telling you which side the gas tank is on, so you don't have to sit there and guess. But I'll just kind of show you the interior real quick. This is your standard black interior that it has. Your driver's seat is powered, so you can go up or down, up, lower the seat, backwards, forwards, back on that there. This is your lumbar. That is what that is. Sorry about that. I had somebody just pull up here and start asking me a question. Real quick, for your side mirrors, right here is your selector. Driver side, passenger side, nothing is selected, so this will do nothing now. If you see on the mirror, I don't know if you can see that real well, but there's a little car and a star symbol in the mirror. That is your side blind zone alert. That will light up an amber color if it detects a car in the vicinity. Now this here is a front wheel drive LT Trailblazer. So that's what this is, and you can see the rims that it will have. There's the tires that it is going to come with. They're nice little black rims that they got on it. Now another thing is, here's the front of it real quick, but the motor. A lot of people have assumed, since this has come out, let's see if I can get this open with one hand. There we go. This is only a 3-cylinder. It's an inline 3-cylinder motor. It's a 1.2 liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder. So that is new, at least to my knowledge, that GM brought out. They also do offer a 1.3 liter inline 3. They're all turbocharged, but that is underneath and in the motor bay here. There's your battery, your fuse box, your coolant, power steering fluid, your oil right there. You see it recommends 5W30, but I just wanted to let everybody know that it is an inline 3 motor. So if you guys have any questions about the Trailblazer and what it offers, the different trim levels that it has, let me know. Leave a comment. I will answer your questions as soon as I get to them. As always, hit that like, subscribe button if you found it useful. I apologize for the length of the video. I can kind of ramble on at times, but I hope that you found this useful and it was able to show you the features that the Trailblazer does offer. And if you do want a price on a Trailblazer, by all means, leave a comment and I will get a hold of you, and then we can figure that out. I can price any of these vehicles out, lease, purchase for you. Just leave us a message and we will get to you as quickly as possible. If you want to send us a competitor's quote and you want to know if you're getting a fair deal, by all means do that as well. I have no problem doing that and letting you know, and maybe we can give you a better deal. Maybe we can save you a couple $100, save you more than that. By all means, get in touch with us, and as always, please hit the like, subscribe button. Let us know that these videos are useful. We'll continue to make them. Apologize about how long it had been since my last video. It's been quite a while. I will be doing more and more of these back more frequently. So thank you and have a good one. There's the Blazer again.